Around and Around was one of the radio plays I did years and years ago that I was able to include here. And that takes place in an abandoned bus station. Um, Years ago, there was an old bus tunnel that was near where Bob Baker Marionettes used to be under the freeway. And it was just open for anybody to wander through, which is actually kind of dangerous. But sorry, I realize the light on me is kind of funky, but um, so you were just able to wander through there, and it was about a mile or 2 miles long, and I walked in with some friends, and it was pitch black, and it was really scary and interesting, and that tunnel experience always stayed with me. Um, and I'm also, there's something about bus stations and places of transience and that I find really intriguing. You step out of your life and you're waiting to get on a bus, or you're traveling, and something something can happen. And there's something about buses, taking a bus trip, and being trapped with these people and sitting next to someone, and the intimacy of that, and the conversations you overhear. And there's just so much to be inspired by with buses with that one. And that one we did live also years ago. People who aren't from here, maybe they'll get a little window into what it's like to live here. Los Angeles is a mysterious and strange place. Over the years, people have said to me, why haven't you moved to New York? You want to be a playwright, And I love New York, but I just can't seem to leave LA because I'm so inspired by it. And, if you see David Lynch movies that are set here, he just captures that perfectly, that mystery and wonder and underlying sinister quality of Los Angeles. And I'm just really attracted to that. So if you don't live here, it'll be something new. If you do live here, you'll say, oh yeah, I can see that. And I think, I don't know, I mean, it's for people that like stories, and the idea that someone's whispering in your ear. I mean, there's such an intimate quality with any radio play, because the actor's right there in your ear. And it's I really enjoy it as a way to listen to stories. And I just hope that, and my characters, they do say some strange things and some dark things, and some perverted things and all kinds of things. And it just seems like, wow, it's going right into the listener's ear. That's great. I think people should be listening. I mean, there's so much competition, so they can listen to everything in addition to mine. But again, I'm a Los Angeles native, and I'm proud of my city and its murder history, and Hollywood and all the strangeness here. As annoying as it can be, it's also wondrous. And I'm a proud native. I don't know. That's one reason. I think that they're unique. It doesn't mean that it's a good podcast, but it's certainly unique in that these pieces are surreal. I think a lot of radio play podcasts, they're straight plays, they're naturalistic, which, don't get me wrong, I love naturalism also. But I think these, I haven't listened to many, but what I'm doing is a little different, because these are surreal. They're either a mix of naturalism and surreal, or they're even more surreal. And I think that's unique. And I think the degree of music is unique, and just sharing my love for, like we've been talking about, music as a facet of storytelling and not just transitional. Certainly films do it all the time. In fact, if you watch a TV show, procedural or 1 hour drama, it almost always ends with the last 2 minutes. They'll do a song and they'll show you the characters doing stuff, without speaking. So it's not a new idea that, I've created. But I always seem to have more music, and these aren't musicals, but then other plays that are produced. And I think that's different. Whether or not it's worth listening to or people are interested in that, I can't say, but those are, and I guess also the plays sort of veer into the dark side of Los Angeles without being bleak. I didn't want the plays to be just, a slow boat to hell. But it is it's kind of the B side or the dark side. People come here from all over the world and they want to see celebrities and, do cool things and stuff. But, there's dark things that are interesting too. And I don't know. And that's always my interest when I visit somewhere. I want to go to the cemeteries. I want to learn about, some interesting things about the city. So it's like I was saying, it's sort of an alternate dreamlike audio tour of Los Angeles. I try to drop a play every month and a half. I don't want these to be binged. I kind of like the idea of the play being dropped and it, sitting there for a while so someone could listen to it again. That's one of the comments that I've gotten a lot from people is that they sort of defy categorization and they should be listened to again. And, you pick up nuances. And so I like that each one just kind of sits there for a good month or month and a half. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. I am the playwright, director, and creator of A Garden of Terrible Blooms podcast. We have a website where you can listen to the plays for free. It's www.terribleblooms.net. We also have some wonderful photographs and paintings, original art on the site. And of course, if you follow podcasts, you can download us from any podcast forums. If you're interested or intrigued or even hate Los Angeles, you might enjoy this podcast. If you're attracted to the dark side or, ghost stories or fairy tales set in urban environments, you might enjoy this podcast. The plays are short. They're 15, sometimes 20 minutes with a lot of original music from local musicians and, of course, local talent, local actors. And it was made with love. And I hope you enjoy it.